spirits, most of it anyway.
And the part about the beast?
That was a hallucination, a projection of his fear. Only to him, it was really there. Now look, I know you don't want to hear this, but I think your suspect is for real.
Lindsay Gates? I'm Catherine Chandler with the district attorney. I'd like to talk to you about the William Coleman murder. You were sitting next to him at the party on the night of his death.
I've already talked to the police.
Can you tell me anything about Hector Ocala and his involvement with voodoo?
I tried to tell the police, and they thought I was crazy.
I'm not the police.
You'll still think I'm crazy.
Try me.
All right. Hector was a boko.
A voodoo sorcerer.
Even though Hector was his servant, William was terrified of him. We first met when he came into the store, looking for help. A spell, a charm, anything that might guard him against Hector's power. I tried to help him, but I'm no expert. Everyone thinks I know more than I do.
What happened the night of the murder?
William phoned me and insisted that I come to the party. It was as though he thought my being there would protect him from Hector's power. I didn't.
Coleman was poisoned. He didn't die of a curse.
It wasn't poison that threw him through that window.
We roll over on this one. We'll never hear the end of it. Do you want to go down in legal history next to the Twinkie defense?
All I'm saying is the PD might have a bona fide claim.
Radcliffe, please.
My expert says it's protective chant.
Yeah, he's protecting himself against a long jail term. Now, when you get back down there, he can't keep up the zombie act forever.
What happened?
He dropped dead. No marks. Nothing.
Drugs?
No sign of it. We're taking him down for an autopsy.
I want a copy in the DA's office as soon as it's done. See what they did.
Who would have done this?
I was investigating a man who belonged to a voodoo cult. He died this afternoon, but I'm sure it's related.
You can't stay long. The police are on their way.
Whoever did this to you is trying to frighten you. To control you with fear.
I'm not afraid.
Good.
The drawing.
Yes.
What do you think it means?
It's a picture of what they're most afraid of. For them it has power. You must not surrender to it.
I won't.
If you hadn't phoned this morning, I was going to call you and warn you. You ought to see what they did to my place.
But why? And who?
Ocala's followers, I imagine. Catherine, I don't want to frighten you, but this thing isn't over yet. Ocala's followers will avenge his death. They liken themselves to the stars, working at night, touching everything, and invisible during the day.
Well, if they think they can frighten me off, they're wrong.
Catherine, I don't think you understand. They're not trying to scare you off the case. They're trying to scare you to death.
I will not drop this. I have 2 suspicious deaths, and more questions than answers.
Well, then obviously I will do everything I can to help you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, look, I have a class now. Maybe we could have dinner tonight. Around 8 o'clock?
Okay.
Good.
You'll find it under several different names. Chonjour, Sanyeria, Macumba, Voodoo. The rulers of Haiti have always used voodoo in order to stay in power.
But why this sudden interest in such a primitive superstition?
Someone is trying to harm Catherine.
What, with incantations and sorcery?
With fear. I'm going to see Nasia, sir.
For what possible reason? I can tell you all you need to know. I have dozens of books on voodoo folklore, histories, case studies.
Scholarship and belief are 2 very different things, Father.
Narcissa is irrational. She lives in a fantasy world of spirits and demons.
Perhaps. But to save Catherine, that's the world I shall have to visit.
He's your brother. He was in perfect health. Do you believe he simply dropped dead?
The autopsy said it was a heart attack.
Not if you believe in voodoo.
I don't buy into any of it.
Your brother did.
Hector believed in a lot of things. Me, I believe in oil changes and seatbelts. I know how to stay out of the way.
Out of whose way?
You ask too many questions.
Maybe you would rather talk to the police.
Hector must have had an enemy, a very powerful one.
Some people believe that Hector was a very powerful sorcerer, a boko.
Do you think a powerful sorcerer would have to work as a servant? No. A boko uses his strength for selfish ends. Hector was no boko.
Did Hector poison William Coleman?
Coleman was Hector's friend. No. Hector's enemy killed Coleman to get at Hector, to steal his power, to destroy him, just like they will do you if you keep asking questions.